Hey everybody, in today's video, we are going to be diving into 3 of the top strategies of Townhall 17 so far. Okay, for our first strategy, we have RC Walk followed by Mass Dragons. So as you can see, we have Jack B from One Hive coming in with his Royal Champion with the boots and the Rocket Spear. He opts to use the ability early, which you can do if the RC is able to pick off these defensives like she is so. So you can actually see she managed to get like 10% along with the help of one dragon, and now he can start doing his actual RC charge with the invisibilities. So we've pulled CC, which is fine because the RC is going to pick off some of those super minions during the attack, and he can cover them with the many invisibility spells that are in this army. It's mainly invisibility spells, and then as you can see, one freeze and an overgrowth. So we use those as needed, but we're really just keeping the RC covered with the invisibility spells, making sure she can make her way through the base, clear as much as she can, get some pathing for the dragons, and get her deep into the base, just like so. You can see the boots do a lot of damage to the surrounding areas as well, so you really do get that clear pathing instead of, just getting the buildings with the RC and then having everything else left, which makes pathing kind of hard later. So it's just a really good strategy right now, especially with these dragons. It's like so broken. So broken. Anybody in Legends League or doing wars of any kind right now has definitely seen this mass dragon attack in some capacity. It's very strong and it's used for a reason. So we're sending the dragons in a line. Nothing else. It's the only troop in this army. Now we're sending in the blimp as well. So the blimp's about to make it. There we go. What do we have in there? I don't even see what's in the CC. The dragons are hiding it from me. King on the outside, he uses Quake Boots. Oh, we have the Yak on him. I haven't seen the Yak in a long time. But I guess it helps get the King into areas that he needs to go, which is always handy. And Phoenix is on the RC, which is amazing for this strategy because if the RC ends up going down in the base, gets locked on anything, you do have a bit of a fail-safe where she hangs around for a little bit longer and can do more damage along with those boots. So it's a good strat when you need to be safe as well. As we know, there are some of those wars where you just need a safe attack, nothing too risky, just get the 3-star. A lot of the time, when done right, even sometimes when done wrong, this will get it done. All right, that was a really nice attack from Jack B, and now let's watch our next replay. Okay, second replay, Jack B coming in once more with Mass Dragon RC Walk. RC pushes to ability right away. Again, we're using her Rocket Spear. We're picking off whatever we can. He's going to get invisibility down on her early, just so that the ground expo doesn't target her too much. We don't want to lose health too early because then you're playing a little bit of a danger game with her when you get closer to the middle of the base. Better to save some health early. And one really cool thing to note is see how he covered that air defense with the invisibility spell, even though it was kind of like right by there. That's to save time, which, you never want to time fail, maximize time when you can. So that's just a really smart thing to do if you know that the RC is going to path right beside it and get it down anyway, because she has that big AoE circle just like a Titan does. She's going to do damage, just like with this fire spitter right here. She was standing right over top of one of the fire spitters, dropped an invisibility over top, and while she targeted the other one, the AoE got the one she was standing on. It is just so unbelievably strong. You can see that this base is just gutted. This is going to be a strategy that we see a lot this Clan War League. I can feel it. You guys better start baiting your bases against air attacks. Or better yet, maybe hit up World Base Building, fulfill some of your base needs to help defend, because yeah, I can see a lot of perfect wars happening. We're going to see a lot of mass drag attacks for sure. It's just too easy. You can see, look, at all of the dragons in a line, just like we saw in the last attack. Stone Slammer. We're using a Stone Slammer instead of a Blimp this time because we're just going straight through the Town Hall. Going against the Air Sweeper, but that's okay. There's really not too much to worry about. We have the Overgrowth down on the Sweeper. Smart use of that so the dragons can kind of push forward and then they can circle back behind the Sweeper when they go back to it the next time. Best to not waste time when you don't have to. So don't fight the sweepers. All right, this is looking really good for Jack B. I think we can probably speed it up because we're not even losing any dragons here. That is just absolutely crushed. You can see that once you gut the base and get basically all of the key defenses with the RC, the dragons just walk around, the heroes just kind of walk around. Yeah. Just GG's. That's crushed. Good hit, Jack. Let's move on to our next strategy. Okay, for our second strategy, our second top strategy of Town Hall 17, we have one that's going to be familiar from Town Hall 16, but it is Fireball Super Witches. Fireball is still super viable, especially in wars where there's bases that have some juicy value that you can take advantage of. So as you can see, we have Tricky from One Hive here. He is coming in with his Warden with a charge with healers, and he has Angry Jelly to focus on the defenses. He's setting up really nice pathing. He got a beautiful fireball, and he's picking off a few more things just so that the witches and the army don't walk around. You want to set up the pathing and take the time to do so, because nothing is worse than having your troops walk around. And you can see that's exactly what he did. Witches are going to move anti-clockwise towards 12 o'clock. He has the king up just ahead. He's going to start clearing so that the witches don't walk up and around. Wants them to go down and in to the base. So king is going to kind of move around the outside a little bit. We have, yeah, everything's kind of joining up. It's looking really good. Siege barracks just behind, so the P.E.K.K.A.s are going to join in with the main army. We have a bit of a walk around. As you could see what I was talking about with the pathing, maybe the siege barracks should have been dropped a little bit sooner to kind of clear that area down there, but he used the Quake boots so that everything went right in instead of continuing their merry-go-round around the base. So that was a good play. If your stuff walks, you have Quake boots on the king, might be worth it to get everything in there. So everything's in the core where it needs to be. With the help of a jump, they're going to move towards the town hall. RC is coming in from behind. We have the boots on the RC as well. Boots are definitely meta. If you haven't used the boots yet and you got them in the event, definitely give them a try. It's a lot of fun. Something different. Something different. Fireball was, well, this is Fireball and boots, but it's nice seeing a little bit more variation. As you can see, this is crushed. We have a whole horde of witches still there with the warden. Warden's full health, healers are full health. Everything's just, was a crushed hit. This was a beautiful attack by Tricky from One Hive. Let's get that sped up and let's move on to our next. Okay, round 2 of Fireball Super Witches. Tricky is starting his warden walk at 6 o'clock. He sent in a balloon to test for black mines. You always want to do that when you can. It's what we have balloons in the army for, to test for any traps, just like we found this Tesla. It's going to move forward. We did pull another Tesla. This could get a little bit stressful here as we come into a Tesla farm. I wouldn't be surprised if we encounter some skellies. Yep, there we go. Right on cue. There they spawned. We have the monolith locking on to the warden. We get a perfectly timed freeze on there. Boom. Fireball goes off. Maybe a little early, but it doesn't matter. He got the whole compartment. Big risk, big reward. That was scary. You definitely have to be on point, making sure that you are timing that fireball, timing the spells when you're in an area like that has the monolith. It might look like there's not a lot there, but there's usually some stuff hiding. Regardless, it's all about setting up the pathing. You can see he took that entire tip at 6 o'clock. We have the king on the outer side, sending in the siege barracks from behind. They're going to work together on the outside while the main army pushes through the middle. We super minions go down with the help of a poison. As soon as they go down, he drops his jump, which is beautiful. Fire spitters are putting in a little bit damage, but it's okay. We have our healers, and the super witches have so much health that they're doing just fine for now. King and his ability go off on the right-hand side, and the siege barracks and the CC troops are about to come and help. RC from 12 going anti-clockwise. This is looking really nice. The RC, as she moves through those defenses, her aura is going to just clear. Look at these skelly traps, but it doesn't matter. That's my favorite part about the boots. Absolutely. No contest. Favorite part about the boots is just watching skellies roast. The amount of times time failed from a skelly farm. Not no more. All right, we got ability. He has Rocket Spear on RC, so she's going to help from behind, saving a lot of HP. Going to save a bit of time as well. Clears quick. And her aura is going to help clear the trash. Another beautiful Fireball Super Witch attack from Tricky of One Hive. Okay, for our last strategy of the video, we have Clutch from One Hive demonstrating how to do RC Walk Root Rider Smash. So this is a pretty versatile strategy. You could really make it your own by customizing the army. This one has 3 Titans. I do like the use of Titans. It does help speed things up. The AoE damage is really nice, as we can see with the RC. AoE gets things moving fast, which is nice when you are taking this much time in a strategy, because obviously a charge of this size that utilizes 11 invisibility spells takes time, so the Titans are nice in that sense. So with the RC here, because we have Phoenix, we're just dropping the invisibilities one after the other. So every 4 seconds, basically, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And like that's how you kind of do the count when you're dropping the invisibilities. Makes it really nice and easy. The Phoenix is great on the RC because, as we're going to see here, we're all out of invisibility spells, but drops a Rage down, invested into the RC, because the Phoenix is going to keep the RC alive long enough where she can get the Town Hall, get the Minion Prince, and I don't know what else she got there, but got a lot. So the pathing is set up beautifully. Oh, I see something though. Do you see that siege barracks over at 3 o'clock? Didn't drop something down in front of it first, so unfortunately it did get nuked. I don't think we got full maximization out of that. With the siege barracks, I usually recommend dropping something, like if you have a super barb in your army, or just really anything ground, or that you can just drop to tank until something comes out of the siege barracks. It doesn't have to live long, it just has to tank before you drop it. Luckily, because the pathing and the push that these troops are getting, it doesn't matter. They got enough, but that's just a little tip. So this is looking really good. Everything's moving through. Queen got a little bit stuck up top, forces her to ability with Magic Mirror and the healers. She'll probably get a bit more out of that compartment, and then the rest of the troops at the bottom are going to work their way around, and this is going to be a triple. Really nice attack from Clutch. King has Spiky Ball and Earthquake Boots as well, so what he's going to do is save the ability till the end, get as much as we can, because then we're going to use the Spiky Ball to just boom, 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 get everything that's left. Good for time maximization. There we go. Boom, 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 got it all. Nice triple from Clutch of One Hive. Let's watch our last replay. Okay, for our last replay of the day, we have Warble of One Hive showing us his flavor of RC Root Rider Smash. So this is RC Walk with a Spirit Fox. So this one is going to be a little bit different. So you drop the RC first, want to make sure you drop her first. And in order to maximize the Spirit Fox, what you're going to do is you're going to watch the clock for 10-second intervals starting at 6. So when you first drop, you're going to drop your first invisibility at 2 minutes 46 seconds. So when you see the 6 drop, then you're going to wait 10 seconds. When you see 1 minute 36, you can drop the invisibility, and so on and so forth. And that's going to maximize all the invisibility time of the Spirit Fox. So you need half the invisibility spells, which is really nice because then you get more spell space. So that's what I was saying with the other video. You can really make the strategy your own by playing with like what playstyle is most comfortable to you. I actually run this version right now and I'm really enjoying it. It can be a little bit tricky to learn how to time the Spirit Fox, but trust me, you get the hang of it. One thing that helped me with it was there's sometimes a little bit of a gap when you drop the invisibility spell, and sometimes it can be a little bit scary. So what I like to do is when I see the 7, I'll kind of go to drop it so that I'm not like waiting for the 6 and then starting. So I'll see 7, go to drop it, so it's kind of down for 6, if that makes sense. So if you find that you're struggling with the timing, give that a try. See if it helps, because it definitely helped me. A clanmate gave me that advice. Shout out to you, Mike. Thank you. But we have super minions in the CC. They're coming out. They're actually doing some good damage there, clearing everything. And you can see just how crushed it is. Like, absolutely crushed. You utilize the overgrowth for basically whatever you want, for pathing. If there's too much damage and you want to save it for later, you can cover it up. But mainly pathing. The recall you use on the RC because you want to pull her back and then use her in the main army, and she'll help roast any skeleton spells as you go along and AoE some stuff down to kind of help save time. So it's a cool strat. It's a little bit different, and it's lots of fun, and it's effective, just like all of the strats that we've seen today, really. So lots to choose from, but thank you, Warble, for giving us a great demonstration. That was overkill. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you maybe learned a thing or two. Definitely give some of these strategies a try if you're looking for something to learn and master. These are all great options and relatively easy to use. So thank you for watching, and have a great day, and catch us next time.